Hey guys, it's Abby from Make Life a Runway, and I'm here with my weekly makeup basket. Ooh, y'all. Hey, hi, how are ya? Did you hit the note today? Did you hit it? Okay, so this is last week's baskets and some other stuff here. So we are going to talk a little bit about these products. We are going to put away our neglected makeup, and we have a theme today. Ooh! The theme, I don't know if you guys can hear Jared in the background basically repeating everything I said, I'm saying. But the theme today is 90 Day Fiance. Oh, okay. All right. So if that sounds like something you'd like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. I forgot, I'm going to throw my empties into this video. I just have a few, so we'll just sit those on the floor as well. So I barely use the makeup in here because I was so obsessed with my Makeup Basket Express makeup. So we are going to talk about those as well in just a moment. But we are going to put back a lot of this. I do really like the Revlon Candid Glow. We'll put that back. I enjoy the Milani concealer, but we will put that back. And I really did enjoy, and I'm wearing this Honesty by Bare Minerals lipstick. You'll see that in just a moment. So that's everything that we're putting back from here. I didn't get to this Wet n Wild, so we'll put that. So we'll just set it to the side. I did enjoy the First Aid Beauty Primer. We'll put that back. I actually didn't get to the Lorac palette. I know we'll probably end up pulling something else, but we'll keep those in. Didn't get to Summer Haze or this NYX blush. I really loved this Almay blush. This one is in Coral, so we'll put it back, but I did love it. Of course, love the Milani bronzer in Glow. Oh my gosh, forgot how much I love the Maybelline Master Chrome in Rose Gold. We'll put that back. We'll keep out the one in Molted Gold, and then we'll put back the It Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi. So all that will go back. We're going to leave in these powders. So we have the It Celebration Foundation Illumination, Hourglass Dim, Makeup Revolution Banana. We'll keep that in. We'll put back the Hourglass bronzer. We're going to leave in the Laura Mercier pressed translucent powder. So we have a pressed and then we have a powder foundation. And then I did use this for the first time this week, and you guys wanted to know my thoughts. It has a perfumed smell to it. It's not like as intense as Coty Airspun, but it is in that perfume family. But I liked it. I didn't find it was drying or cakey on my skin. I think it applied well and it looked pretty all day, and I was still able to have a little glow shining through. So I really did like it, and we'll just leave this in. We might end up pulling multiple categories since we're doing the makeup basket theme. But well, at least, you know, options are good. All right, guys, you know, I'm casual, always in workout clothes. That's just what I do. I have to talk about this glowy skin that I have. Like, I could not stop using these products, and I forgot the main one. Let me go grab it. Okay, you guys know, if you watched my empties last year, that I'm pretty good about one product in, one product out. So I was almost out of my facial AM moisturizer with SPF. And the one that I was using was the CVS version of the CeraVe one that looks like this. And it has 30 SPF. And this one has it's about like down here. I do not think this is comparable to the CeraVe one. I just feel like it's a little greasier, and I don't like the way it is on my face. So when I got like to almost gone, I immediately was like, okay, let's get a new one. And usually I go to YouTube for product recommendations, but the ones that AM SPFs that I've been seeing on YouTube are pretty expensive. So I was just curious what other options were out there. So this is actually a find from Google and not YouTube, but multiple articles had listed this product. And so I purchased it, and it's the La Roche-Posay, I think is how you spell it, but say it, Double Repair Face Moisturizer UV, and this has broad spectrum SPF of 30, and it has ceramides and niacinamides. This is what it looks like in the package. This is about $20 everywhere that you can find it, but you know me, my CVS coupons, I got it for, I think, $6 with combining a bunch of coupons. But what I like about this, it does have an SPF smell. Not as bad as sunblock, but maybe like 10%. Maybe 20% of like a typical sunblock smell. Okay, outside of that, it goes into your skin so easily. Like there isn't a white cast, at least that I've noticed. So it looks like this, and then you see how easy it just, like it's gone. You see how easy that absorbs, but look, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a beautiful glow on my hands. Can you see that? I don't know if it's like reading that well, but it leaves just a small enough like glow on your hand that I 100% believe has added to the glowiness of my skin this week. This is my favorite type of makeup to have, like this glowy, like just shining through. But for some reason in the last couple months, I haven't really had it. And I think this helped bring it back. And I think also, here's what I paired with it. But I noticed this even when I use makeup in here. But these are my Makeup Basket Express. So I keep it in my restroom for like quick 5-minute makeup days. Let me tell you, and this is what I did today. I use the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Radiance. And I've used this before. I don't feel like it does this on its own, but you know, it can aid in the help. So these two are the base that I have on my makeup today. And then I have the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer and the Wet n Wild Photo Stick Foundation. So those are on, and then I set them both with the Makeup Forever Classic Matte Velvet Skin. And you know we up in here using it. So that is what my base is. And then I went in with my Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. Y'all, you're going to be like blown away by this. Poor thing. Poor thing. She's broke. But I had never really used the highlighters in here until recently. So I have this on for bronzer, and then I went into a little bit of this for contour, which is like, well, it's okay. Then I mix these two together, and that is the highlight you see here, 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 here. And then this white one right there, that one is my inner corner. And then let me close this back up. You know, a product is like loved in your collection when it comes to this situation. Okay. This one's starting to smell like powder. You know when products go off and they smell like powder? But we're gonna keep pushing through. And then I have the Ciate Summer Love blush. And this one does have like a little shine to it as well. It kind of has like a illuminator running through it. I love it. It's like so natural. It's glowy. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, who is she? What is she doing? Where is she going? I know it's simple. I haven't even worn eyeshadow this week. I just put mascara and Miss Wonder on. And yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. But I think that this is the main ingredient to the glow. I really recommend it if you're looking for a daily SPF from the drugstore. Get you a CVS coupon. They're having like a clearance sale or a beauty sale next week. I think a lot of things will be 50% off. I just got a shampoo and conditioner from Matrix Biolage and they're $20 each, and I had like a bunch of coupons, and I got the shampoo for $18 and the conditioner for $11. So I was like, okay. Not bad, not bad. I have just a couple of empties, just 4. So this is, poor little thing, La Roche Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. It actually It didn't break until I was out and I took the lid off and I accidentally snapped the pump off. But I like this a lot. Very comparable to CeraVe, their hydrating cleanser. So I think it's good. This is a good line. A lot of dermatologists recommend it, and it's kind of affordable, especially if you can get a CVS coupon with it. So I like this. I would repurchase it. I kind of just have a few that I rotate through, and it just really depends on what's on sale when I need it. Then Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream. This is the fragrance-free one. I've gone through one before. I've gone through this one, and I've already purchased 2 new ones because, again, I had a CVS coupon, so I picked them up while they were on sale. I got the PM one, which I've only seen at Walmart. It's like the overnight hydrating one that Dr. Dre recommended. That one's good. And then this one was on, well, with my coupons from CVS last week, I got it for like $6. So we are already stocked up on that. I like it. I recommend it, but I would recommend the fragrance-free one. They're not all fragrance-free. Then I used Aquaphor Lip Repair Immediate Relief. See, we're on my classics. I love this, and I got that big tube, and I use that as well. And then I have just a Real Technique sponge that we have used up. So just a few empties from the month of February. I would say 1 to 5 is usually what I have by the end of the month. So no need to make a new video for it. There they are. Alright, so this month we had focused on neglected makeup. We did a makeup organizational video where we went through my collection. We picked out makeup that was neglected along with some favorites, and then through the whole month of February, which is crazy, like all of that has gone by. I'll add these other products. We pulled makeup baskets from it. So the point of this was to get love out of neglected products, but see if there is anything to declutter. And we did declutter a few things, and I don't think we have anything to add from the week. No, so we had decluttered the Wet n Wild palette, the Mega Glow highlighting palette. That looks like this on the inside. We had decluttered the Dior Forever in 20 just because it was too dark. And then the Smashbox Sultry, or Decked In, Decked Out palette. So we decluttered that. Some products that I didn't know that I would really love, but I was like, okay, need to show it more love. This is another Dior Forever, but it's in the number 10 or the shade 10. So I love that. That was one that I wasn't really sure about, but after using it, I was like, okay. The Master Chrome by Maybelline, the Rose Gold, another one that I've loved but just haven't used in so long, and I wasn't sure how I still felt about it. Still love it a lot. Hourglass, the Veil Translucent Powder. When I had the full size, I really liked it. So I don't know if my feelings have changed, or maybe the smaller side is a different formula, but I found this to be really drying and kind of powdery and cakey, and I didn't love that at all, actually. I'm going to declutter this as well because I've already gone through a full one. I don't want to force myself to use something that I'm not sure about. Oh, this is one that I ended up loving, which is on my lips right now, the Bare Minerals Lipstick and Honey. It's pretty. It's very spring. Spring has sprung, at least I hope. We had a winter storm last week, and now it's going to be 60 degrees this week. The snow's all gone. Weather is weird. Alright, and then the Translucent Glow in Laura Mercier, this little guy. I don't know. I'm figuring out. I had better luck with it this time around than I have had in the past. So I'm going to move all of these all of these products back into my collection. They haven't been with their loved ones in a month. So this was everything that we pulled. Again, there was a whole video where we went through each product, and then the last 3 weeks I've gone through each product. So I think we're good on going through them. So I'll set them to the side. But I'm going to put those away, and then we're going to look at the makeup. I didn't get another video up for you guys this week because I ran out of time, but in this basket are my 2020 makeup favorites, and I have a lot more than I thought I would. So that's going to be our video next week. Let me know if you want me to do like a get ready with me so you can see them in action, or if you just want me to like hold them up and talk about them. Let me know what your preference would be on that, because that will then be our video next week. You know, I was a little shocked that a lot of you, most of you, don't watch Real Housewives of New Jersey or Real Housewives in general. I was actually shocked about that. New season's on. Heated, but we're not doing that today. Today what we are doing is 90 Day Fiance. Y'all, if you know, you know. You are already hyped. But if you don't know, I want to introduce you to it so that this is still exciting to you. So 90 Day Fiance is a TV show on TLC, the channel, or the network TLC. And it is a show that has so many spin-offs of it that I'm going to start with teaching you or telling you the core show. And so here's the premise of the show. It's a reality show. Yeah, like a reality. Yeah. And it's people who have met on the internet through dating apps or Instagram. Like, it's really random which apps they met on, but it's like an American who has fallen in love with someone who lives in a different country. And the countries are like all over the place. It's not just like one particular country. And so they met on whatever app they met on, and they've been talking. Some have been talking for weeks, some have been talking for months, and some have been talking for years. So 90 Day is where the person that lives in the other country comes to America and they get a K-1 visa. And how that works, all my knowledge of this stuff is from the show. So if it's wrong, the show is wrong, okay? But they come to America on a K-1 visa. They have 90 days to get married. And if they don't get married in that 90 days, then the person has to go back to their country, and then they have to start the process all over, which sounds like it's a really expensive process. And then also, depending on what country they're in and what our affairs in America are with them, it can be an even lengthier process. They come, and for many of them, almost all of them, they have never met in person ever. So not only are they meeting for the first time in person, they're living together for the first time, and then they're hopefully planning a wedding for the end of the 90 days. And so the show is really just watching them, like, do they get along? How are they doing? And usually they don't get along. Some are like rooting for so hard, and it's just like it's not coming together. And then you want to see at the end of the show if they get married or if someone's just flying back home, and that's that. It is so good. But the people on that show have such strong personalities. I'm talking about 90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah.
Jared and I get hyped on it, and then we get stressed on it. He's actually the one who found it.
Baby girl Lisa.
The people on the show have such strong personalities that, like, they all have, like, catchphrases. And after watching, you kind of figure out pretty quickly why these people are single and had to dip into other countries. Yeah, there's no nice guys. Well, not on 90 Day. Oh, I have to look it up. I can't remember either.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
So then we get Jared and I stuck on the little catchphrases that these people say, and we just, so we're going to start with the latest season, and I'm going to go through their personalities, and we're going to pick makeup based on their personalities, but the spin-off show. So then they have Before the 90, which is where the American goes to the country, and they meet that way. Then they have After the 90, so people who got married, you can follow them along. Then they have Pillow Talk, where people who have been on the show and are still together, or sometimes they're just with their friends, are watching the latest episode together, so their commentary on it is hilarious. Sometimes it's better than like the actual show, just hearing what they have to say about it. Then they had 90 Day in quarantine, so when everything shut down, they were just recording on their cell phones and sending it in to TLC. These are things that people chose to put out there, and it was still drama-filled. I don't know. It's so good. Anytime my friends are like, I don't know what to watch, I'm like, have you heard of 90 Day Fiance? Then they're hooked. You just have to go watch all of it. And if you go back to like the very first seasons, I think it was like an authentic thing, like tracking people and their experience. But I think about season 4 probably is when it like no longer was like this authentic journey and was all about the drama, which I have mixed feelings about because some of it is like so much. So let me pull up the current season. Okay, I just looked it up. Season 8. So some of these couples have been on before the 90, and that's kind of the other fun thing about the show is you can keep up with the couples. Okay, 3 of the couples have been on before the 90. So if you watch all of it, then you have seen these couples before. Baby girl Lisa actually isn't in this one, so let me explain that. Lisa is an American woman who fell in love with a soldier boy who lives in Nigeria. And Lisa's in her own little bubble, and so meeting someone from another country, she just doesn't know. I think she's just very much in her world and what she does, but she's in her 50s. Soldier boy is in his late 20s. He lives in Nigeria. In Nigeria, he is a performer. He is pretty popular. He has a booming Instagram, a booming singing career, but he made a song for Lisa called Baby Girl Lisa. So for the whole season, he's always like, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. So then we would walk around the house and be like, baby girl Lisa, baby girl Abby. But she is so jealous of his fame that like a lot of the season, it's just her getting on him for having like a fame and a following. And also her not understanding the Nigerian culture. And she's a little aggressive, which is okay. I think in America, that's like a lot of women are very like strong and in our ways. But in other cultures, it comes across as aggressive. So for her to be just a average American woman, like this is what I do, this is who I am, I say what I say, if I'm mad, I'm mad. To go over there and to not like give into that culture or respect that culture and to just be like no and storm off and yell at him in public, and she doesn't eat any of the food, she won't even try it, she's like, I just need Pepsi. Like it's just it's so good. All right, we're gonna pick makeup and we're gonna make it match the couples, and I'll explain them a little bit more. I hope you guys love this. I hope my explanation of Lisa didn't offend you. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we won't really know what to pick until we make a description of the people. So we'll just start at the top. So this is In Touch Weekly, just has a breakdown of the cast, and that's just gonna make it pretty easy for us. All right, so first up we have Rebecca and Zied. Rebecca is from America and Zied is from Tunisia. She is in her mid to late 40s and he is in his late 20s. So she has gone over to Tunisia to meet him. He is now in America meeting her. Okay, so Rebecca is a hard worker. She isn't completely honest. And Zied is, when he was in his country, he was more like dominant and more, I guess, you know, within the culture of men are in charge type mentality. And Rebecca really struggled with that when she was over there, kind of like Lisa and Soulja Boy. But now that he is in America, he's actually like different. He's almost seems like shy or maybe a little bit intimidated. So I wonder if there is a makeup pair that is maybe together. One is going to be a little bit more dominant than the other, or something that is, I don't know, maybe covering. I'm kind of thinking like concealer and foundation. Okay, I'm kind of thinking like a heavy cover foundation and a lighter foundation to match kind of like their American experience, because he is more intimidated and she's more like, she like is running a restaurant. So kind of like yin and yang. Does that make sense? I might be reaching a little bit, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Of course, Morty, my 15-year-old Pomeranian, is in his spot. So I think we should choose a concealer that is a little bit light coverage. And the first one that comes to mind is this Flower Beauty concealer. This is the Light Illusion, and this one is in L12 Fair. So this is going to be like a light easygoing, maybe a little intimidating because it doesn't have a ton of coverage. It just kind of shields a little bit. And then for foundation, something that's going to be really high coverage. We're talking about Rebecca and Zied. So I was thinking of pulling like kind of a yin and yang product, like, because you know, when he was in his country, he was more dominant and she was more like, and now that he's in America, he's kind of more shy and kind of intimidated, and she's like, well, she also is standing up to her kids because they're not being very supportive. So we're going to pull this, which is, thank you, the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. So I think these will be a good combo because this is very high coverage. It's very bold in your face, like you're wearing foundation when you're wearing this. And then we'll do the cover, which is a light coverage, a little illuminating, a little bit of a light mixture. You might have to help me with this next one. This is Tariq and Hazel. Tariq was on Before the 90 where he went and met Hazel. And now Hazel is in the US for the first time. And their relationship is very interesting because they've been together for a long time. And then Hazel told him that she is bisexual and she was like a woman in the relationship, which he isn't like for, but he's not against because he loves Hazel so much. He just wants to do whatever to make it work. But they're both really nice, kind people, and they seem to be actually a pretty good match. Like, I would say probably out of all the couples that we're going to talk about, they're probably the best couple in terms of getting along and just trying to be happy together, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, but when you throw a girlfriend in the mix, boy, that's gonna...
Yeah, it's already rocked their relationship a little bit, and they're both nervous about moving forward with it. So we're kind of like we're watching it unfold right now. So we need something that's kind of like 2's good, but 3's too much. What would that be? Like, you know, like 2 is perfect. And not, I mean, oh yeah.
That has like menage a trois.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. Okay, Jared. So, just for the record, I don't care what you do in your relationships as long as you all consent and you're happy. So this is not judgment. I'm just telling you what they're doing on the show, okay? But Jared said the Jeffree Star Orgy palette because this palette has a lot of, you know, sex-related terms or names. But this one, we're going into a world here. We have... Orgy. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I feel so wrong just reading this, but where is the one? But it has like invitation only, all these things that are like like not PG. So we'll pick this to kind of represent them. Okay, so the next couple we have is Mike and Natalie. So Mike and Natalie were on the Before the 90s. So this couple we have seen and we know a little bit. So let me explain. Mike is from America and Natalie is from Ukraine. And you can tell, let me show you this picture again, how unhappy they look. This is like the epitome of their relationship. So he went to Ukraine. I think he's gone a couple of times. Her mom loves him. But Natalie, she's been broken before, and she's in her, I think, early 40s. She still wants kids. She still wants a happy marriage. But she discovers on the trip that her and Mike don't have a lot of things in common, religion being one of the biggest things. So they get in a fight. She gives the ring back. Well, we thought at the end of the season that was that. That's a wrap. Well, they're trying it, and she's in America. So I don't want to give away any spoilers, too many spoilers, but they're going through it, okay? They are going through it. So I think I should pick a product that when I use it, I'm going through it. Like, I am struggling. I can't make it work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I want to like it. I want there to be love, but I'm just not sure what to do. And the first one that comes to mind is actually up here. And I know this is a favorite of a lot of you guys. This is the Park Avenue Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This is a contour palette that I believe has been discontinued. I got it on clearance a few months ago. I think it's going to be great. I just am struggling to make it work, to find the right brush and the right technique with it. But I think I'll love it, just like Natalie and Mike. So we'll pick this, and I feel like I probably have maybe some other products that might fit that category. Well, I know I'll need like a shimmer shadow, so I'm wondering if maybe one of these eyeshadows up here would be good. None of those I really go through it with. Are there any in here? Those are all ColourPop. Don't really go through it with those. Maybe we have some in the glitter. I feel like anytime we use loose glitters in general, we're going through it. So let's pull out one right here. This is ColourPop Off the Charts. And you can see it's like just a really pretty champagne glitter, and it's very neutral. So I think that would go really well with the Jeffree Star Orgy palette. Okay, when I used these Belief Beauty ones in the past, I felt like I was going through it with those as well. So I'm going to pick two that I think will match the color pretty well of the palette. So again, these are Belief Beauty. This is a brand at Dollar General that's really affordable. So we have this taupe color, Dahlia. Looks like that. This is Girl Talk, and it's more of a purple color. So we'll see if we can make these work. All right, I think those are good products for going through it. Okay, next we have Brandon and Julia. They're new to this season, season 8. Brandon is from Virginia in the US. Julia is from Russia. So Brandon is a just farm boy from Virginia, and Julia is a go-go dancer in Russia. You can already see what could go wrong. So Brandon is saving money, so he's living at home, and he did not tell Julia until she landed in America that they would be living with his parents. So there's a lot of drama that unfolds, a lot of stuff that goes on with that. I don't want to spoil anything, but I do want to just pick the dynamic of, I guess, being misled or faked out or something not being truthful. And as far as products go, that makes me think of products that are hyped on the internet by influencers, and we get them and we're just kind of like underwhelmed by them, if that makes sense. It's not what we thought. We thought we were coming in, we're gonna get a banger, and it did not work out. So I think what really comes to mind are face products. So if we go down, the first one that comes to mind, and I think this is true of most like products, MAC limited edition products. Y'all, every time they come out, we think, oh, this is going to be a banger. We're going to love it. It's not going to let us down. It's not that I'm let down by this Ignite palette. I mean, I think it's beautiful, and I got it online. But when I ordered it on our wedding honeymoon, mini-moon, you know, we're actually, our 2 years coming up in June, which is crazy. While we were on our trip, I ordered this because that's when it came out. And I do like it, but I am very underwhelmed by it. But I just remember seeing all the photos on Instagram and social media, everyone just really talking it up. And I think it's okay, but I definitely don't think it's as good as people were hyping it up. Like, people were trying to sell me something big, and when I got there, it was not... When I got it, it was not what I thought it was going to be. So that is going to be our first product in that category. Let's see. I feel like there are more. Did you guys hear Becca Cosmetics is going out of company? Becca! I think September. Ooh! That is crazy. Alright, what is this? No, I was okay with that. That wasn't bad. This smells good. What is in there that smells so good? It's like fruity or something. Oh my gosh. This was a couple weeks ago. It still could be. Hourglass holiday palettes from 2019 were still in stock and on sale on Sephora's website. What? Okay, here we go. Alamar Cosmetics blush palette. Everyone hypes it, but I just didn't love it. Like, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So we'll pull it. I don't dislike it, but I'm not, like, always wanting to grab for it. So we will choose this as products that I was just kind of like, okay. Not what I thought it would be, but it's not bad. Talking about Brandon and Julia, how when she got to the States, he hadn't told her until she got there that they'd be living with parents.
Yeah, and then she'd have her own room.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're not sleeping together either. And so I'm picking products that were hyped and that were misleading by influencers. And you bought it and it was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Alright, see who's up on the docket. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Oh man, we got a tornado. It's a big one. Category 5 coming in at ya. This is Amara, Andrew and Amara. Amara, stunning. Absolutely stunning. And she is as sweet as she looks. Okay, so she is French. She is so calm. She's like, her speaking is just beautiful. She has beautiful makeup. Like, every time I watch, I'm like, girl, you got a YouTube channel. Let me know what you're doing over there. Okay, Andrew is from California, Roseville, California. And he's a daycare worker. I don't know. But they got their visa during the shutdown, whenever American borders closed. And, okay, I have to spoil this to tell you guys about it. Like, okay, spoiler alert. I'm gonna, like, 10% spoil it because their relationship's not gonna make sense if I don't, okay? So if you need to, like, skip ahead, you can skip ahead. But here we go. Andrew read on the internet that if they met in Mexico, then they could drive into America together and still use their K-1 visa. She didn't feel comfortable with it, but she was trusting his word that that would work out. So he got a resort for, I think it was 2 weeks in Mexico. So she flies in from France and gets detained. And then they immediately send her back home. She had to go back home. So they didn't get to see each other. Nothing. So he's initially freaking out because he hasn't heard from her. Her dad is calling Andrew, like, trying to figure out, like, is she okay? What's going on? So she gets back home and she calls Andrew, and immediately he's like, oh, well, I'm on vacation then, so maybe we can just try and meet up in another country. He finished his vacation, his 2-week vacation in Mexico, and then went home. What? Like, if you're worried that your visa is going to expire and you're going to have to reroute, like, I know you're going to lose money canceling your vacation, but, like, where's your heart at? Where's your head? Like, where are you at with that? Like, I just, like, I can't. And then he wanted her to go to another country by herself where he might meet her there. Like, and she was considering it. I don't even know where we go from here. Jared walked away. I need his assistant. So we have here a couple. We have a sweet couple. Ooh, like salted caramel, if you will. Sweet and salty. Okay. We're going to have so much eyeshadow. Okay. This comes to mind immediately. Too Faced Salted Caramel. This is one of their mini palettes. Like, you have that, like, super sweet, like, just wants to love, just wants to make her man happy. And then you have a man that's, like, kind of committed, but he'd like to chill for a little while, too. He'd just like to relax for a little while. So kind of like salt and sweet, hot and cold. bronzer. I said hot, and it made me think of bronzer. Cold makes me think of highlighter. Are you following? So what is my, like, bronziest, glowy? I twisted, and I'm reaching right now, so I hope you guys are reaching with me. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rosewood. This is so bronzy and hot and, like, just so beautiful on the face. It blends so nice. It's just perfect. It's everything you want from a bronzer. But then we're going to have the ice cold. Okay, Becca, in honor of Becca closing soon. I wonder what their sales will be like. But Pearl, this is probably the iciest highlighter I have. You know what? That's all I have to say. Okay. We reached a little bit with that one, but we got it. We got it. Okay, we have two more couples. So hang with me. So next up, we have Jovi and Yara. Yara is from Ukraine, and Jovi is from New Orleans. They fight all the time, y'all. They just fight. I don't want to spoil everything for you guys, but they fight. And they're just not happy together. They both are kind of stuck in their selfish ways. Like, they don't really want to be together. I mean, they want to be together, but their actions say otherwise. So that kind of makes me think of, like, a standalone product. You know, you have best friend products that pair really well with other products, and then you have products that, like, are just really better on their own. What would that even be in my collection? Probably lipstick. I kind of come to mind a liquid lipstick, like right here. Sorry, you can't see me. So liquid lipstick kind of comes to mind because you think about that. Like, you don't really want to, you could put a gloss over or use a liner, but really most of the time I think we're just reaching for the true standalone liquid lipstick. This one is Huda Beauty, and it is in Bombshell. Really like this color a lot. Do we want to pull a different liquid lipstick? A lot of them are like in project pans and in other baskets. But we have, let's pull another Huda. We will do Wifey as well. So they're kind of like these nude colors. You know, they prefer to be on their own and not mixed with other products. There's so much I could say about Jovi and Yara. The biggest thing is he is like really immature. I think they're both actually really immature. It's like they want to get married because they're in their late 20s. I think he's 30. It's almost like they feel like they should be getting married because that's what you do, but they don't like want to get married. And their actions really kind of say that. So, all right. And then the last one, I can't even. We're going out with a banger. Here it is. We have Stephanie and Ryan. So Stephanie is from America, and Ryan's from Belize. They met while she was on vacation, and he worked at the resort. So I guess they don't all meet on apps. And he is 25 years younger than her. She's 52, and he is, I believe, 27. Would that math be correct? And wow. She doesn't have kids. She's never been married. She's been single her whole life. And Ryan's the first the first man she's been with, and they are not engaged. I guess he like unofficially proposed but didn't give her a ring, or maybe they just said they were going to get married but didn't have an official proposal. I'm kind of foggy on that part, on those details. But she's like really rich. She owns like her own like kind of med spa type thing. And she's basically funding his family, honestly. So what is a product that is like, I think we should just pick our rich products, like our bougie products that like help out our drugstore products. Let's see. We haven't pulled a loose powder, but we have L'Oreal. So I think we can skip that. Maybe. Okay, this one isn't super bougie, but it sure helps out the crew. The Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Powder. I mean, it's still like close to $40. So, I mean, it's kind of bougie. but it's not like, you know, high-end bougie. So that's a product that's rich, helping out. It's not rich friends. We pulled a blush in that palette, and what is some other rich products? I know we pulled a lot of high-end stuff last week. Oh, let's pull this Hourglass. Hourglass is pretty expensive. This is the Luminous Flush Ambient Lighting Blush. So it's called Luminous Flush. That's what it looks like. Ooh, this is like spring. We're waiting for spring to come, y'all. We're waiting for spring to come. So, yeah, we're going to pull that. Are there any other, like, bougie? Ooh. Some of these products don't even, like, make sense together, but it's fun. Here we go. Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Film Star Bronze and Glow. This one helps everyone out. This one is stunning. It's expensive, but it's good. Okay, I think that's everything. So that's all the couples. I think we've pulled enough makeup. Let me show you. Okay, so here is all the makeup that we have pulled out. We're going to put that in the makeup drawer. There's the empties and stuff we talked about. I didn't actually end up putting the neglected makeup to get away. So I'll have to do that. And then I didn't pull anything different for Makeup Basket Express. I'm just going to keep that the same. So we're going to move all of this into my makeup. Okay, we actually pulled a lot of makeup, so I can't get it all to fit in here, but I did put like the face concealer, foundation, lipsticks in there. Here are some of the palettes and the loose setting powder, and then everything else is in here. So we have a lot of good stuff to play with. Again, the favorites for 2020 are in that basket. Let me know, do you want just a standard holding it up, telling you about it, or do you want a get ready with me? But I hope you guys enjoyed this theme. Let me know what you thought. I hope my descriptions were not like mean or offensive or insulting. Sometimes I just don't know how to explain things. But I hope you are all well. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe if you're new. This is a newer series for Makeup Basket. We did, like I said, New Jersey already. So Jared and I watch TV for days, so I could keep going. I could just keep going. So let me know. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!